Okay, we're recording. All right, so we're going to start out with some positive affirmations and just a little bit of journaling and self-development before we get started into our power hour so that our mindset is ready to go and ready to rock and no negativity. I did take some notes because I did some self-development this morning so that I can share with you guys what I listen to. Our mind psychologically goes negative first. Like it's so much easier to go negative. It's easy to say that I cannot do something or I wouldn't be successful at it or they do it because of blah, 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 whatever. So what we're going to do today is not necessarily reprogram your mind, but we're going to program it to be positive. And this is something that is really important that I do every day at some point in the day. Sometimes I do this by writing it in a journal, and sometimes I do it by just speaking it out loud. So first of all, we're going to do something a little crazy, and there's only 2 of us on here right now, but if anybody else hops on, I will catch them up. So we're going to try to keep all of our negative thoughts out. So the first way that we're going to do that is start by, we're going to take a pause, and we're going to be completely silent in our own house, in our own home, just us, just me and you, or whoever else is on here. And we're going to pause, we're going to close our eyes, and I want you to just let whatever comes in your mind come into your mind. A lot of times that's going to be negative. I want you to think about your thoughts in this business, your thoughts of yourself, whether that is in this business or in your real life, your personal life, everything like that. So we're going to pause, and I want you to just let all of those thoughts flow through your mind. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute and just let your mind be there to think of whatever it wants to bring in, whatever automatically comes in, just let it come into your mind, okay? So timer is starting now. Close your eyes, just be quiet and think about all of the thoughts that come. Okay, so I'm hoping you have a notebook or a journal, or if not, go grab a piece of paper real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to write down any of the thoughts that came into our mind. You don't have to share those with me, but it's important to write them down and get them out of your mind. So I'll tell you a few that always pop into my head when I have silent time is that I was a one-hit wonder, or I was a top enroller 1 month, but that's not going to happen again, that I'm not going to achieve that. So that's a negative thing that I have to fight every month, that I can do it. And then personally, I just, I don't like my weight right now. So things like that pop into my head. So get a piece of paper, notebook, whatever, and we're going to write down anything, whether it was positive or negative. But we really want to focus on the negative things because we're going to work on getting those out of our mind this first couple of minutes. Okay. So take your notebook and write down anything negative that popped into your mind. So for me, I'm going to put that I can't be a top enroller again, that I can't enroll as many as I've done before, that I was like a one-hit wonder. Lots of people often come up with the fact that they're not good enough or they don't have enough time, or very simple things like that too will pop into our mind all the time. A good one is no one's going to say yes. This is a really good one for newbies because that's always in your mind, that nobody's going to say yes and nobody's going to purchase from you. Right, so I'll just give you like 30 more seconds to write down anything that maybe flowed through your mind during that. Okay, so I'm going to use a generic one so that I can show you what we're going to do here. So if you keep allowing these negative thoughts to come into your mind, they're going to control your business. And I will tell you from experience, I thought this was the stupidest thing. I did not think that mindset had anything to do with my success in this business. And when I stopped fighting it and I let it happen, I have achieved amazing success. And I attribute 99% of that to mindset and self-development. So we're always going to have those negative thoughts. They're always going to come in. That's the psychology of our body. But we have to be able to get them out and not to let them overcome us and not to believe them, essentially, because the majority of them are not true. They're just easier to do than to actually try to fight against it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to reprogram these negative thoughts or any thoughts that just came into your mind. So I'm going to give you an example. One that I just wrote down is I'm not good enough. So very simply, we're going to change this into a positive thing, okay? So anytime that our mind tells you you're not good enough, we're going to say, I am good enough, okay? This is just like God versus the devil. You know, you have your people on your shoulder, like do this or do that, okay? So you always want to do the opposite. So on your 4 that you wrote, I wrote down 4, but if you have more than that, that's fine. On the ones that you wrote down, we're going to do the opposite. So my first one is I'm not good enough. So I'm going to change that and I'm going to say, I am good enough. My second one is no one is going to say yes. I'm going to say everyone is going to say yes to this opportunity. Okay, my third one, I'm going to have to change a little bit. My third one was one hit wonder, that I'm a one hit wonder. So I'm going to put I can consistently be a top enroller. And maybe some negative thoughts didn't come into your mind right now. I'm recording this, but also think about this later. Maybe there's something that you feel like you're struggling with in this business. Maybe you feel like you get 100 hosts up and you never get any comments, or you talk to 5 people a day and nobody ever commits and orders, okay? So those are all things throughout the day that you're struggling with, and those are negative. Whether you think that you are thinking them throughout your mind or you just thought them in this moment, either way, those are negative thoughts. So later on after this, we're not going to spend too much more time on this, but think of those things that you struggle with or you think you struggle with every day. Like I just said, that nobody's going to say yes, or you talk to 5 people. So double it. So if you think that I talk to 5 people every day and everybody says no, then we're going to talk to 10. Okay. So think of a way to make those negative thoughts or struggles that you're going through in your business and turn it into a positive and just get through it, because that's the only way that you're going to get through the business. Okay. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to do positive affirmations about ourselves. And these are things that we're good at, or things that, just like these negativities, maybe we're not. So everybody should just write down these same things as I speak them out loud. And if you think of something additional, please add it to it. At the end, you'll need to do your own personal positive affirmation, okay? So some of these are going to be generic, and then at the end, you maybe want to give yourself a compliment, okay? So it's really good to write things out because it gets them out into the universe and it gets them out of your mind and on paper, and just writing it is going to make yourself believe it. Okay, first one is I am worthy. The second one is I am loved. The third one is I am capable. Fourth one is I am good enough. Next one is I am blessed. And the last one is something that you want to compliment yourself. And what I like to do, I do the positive affirmations every day, and I think it's a really good thing not only to write them down, but if you're able to say them out loud. One that we actually did, it's not really a positive affirmation about ourselves, but it's just a positive thing to speak out loud, is I am rich. I am blessed with abundance. I am a top enroller. I am a diamond. I'm a triple diamond, whatever goal that you're shooting for, okay? And these are things that I would say out loud every single day, even to the point my toddlers were saying them out loud. So believe it or not, speaking it into the universe, writing it out, getting it in your head, puts your head into the right mindset to go and do work. So it's really important to do this at the beginning of the day or do it before you sit down to work. Do some kind of self-development just so you get your mind in the right spot. If you join us next week, we're going to do a little bit more on the affirmations in one of the I Am journal books. So right now, though, we're going to get to work. I'm going to turn on some music. And the first thing that we're going to do is if you have not put up a post already about the giveaway for this week, we're going to do that. So the one I'm going to do, I always like to do colored backgrounds. So you can see that. Says tell me your favorite color for a chance to win $300 cash this week. And I do a colored background. I'm going to post that really quick. Before I get to work, I always like to post about the giveaway because I know that I'm going to message people about the giveaway. So I don't want anyone to go to my page and not see the giveaway. I want them to go right to it and then realize, oh, this is a real thing. She's talking about it on her page too. All right. So I will show you all how to do this. We're going to start by doing some messaging for about 10 minutes or 50 messages, whichever one comes first. You don't want to send more than 50. You're going to go to we're going to start on Facebook. Go to your page. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, whoever just joined, we're just getting started on the work section. So if you don't have a post up today, you're going to go ahead and get up a post about the giveaway. So mine is in a colored background. It says, tell me your favorite color to be entered to win $300 this week. Hopefully you can hear me. I will put it in the chat. All right, so let's make sure everybody gets a post up really quick. Put it in case conference. Guys. Oh, everybody's coming now. All right, so I'm going to type this in the chat really quick. I think everybody's probably connected to audio. We already did the self-development part, guys, but I did record it. All right, so we're going to do a post about $300 giveaway. All right, on to the next thing. So you're going to go to your news feed on Facebook, and at the very bottom here, you will see, if you can see it, the 3 lines. Can you see it, guys? Don't know. Anyway, there's 3 lines that say menu. You're going to click that, and you're going to scroll down to where it says most recent. And we are going to go through here, and I'm going to post my message that I'm sending out, and we are going to start asking people to put up a post for us. So let me send it real quick so I can copy it. Probably actually easier for me to just type it out. And you can use whatever message you use. This is just the one that I use. And we're going to go down to our most recent tab, and we're going to send this to every single person. If you have an iPhone, you can use text replacement, and I use just the word HAP, and then this will automatically pop up. And I put some emojis in it, but the computer's not going to let me do that. So. So if you're doing host to post, you probably already have your kind of message that you stick with, but you're welcome to use that one or change it up a little bit. I like putting the part about where do you know anyone that could use some extra cash, because I think everyone knows someone that could use some extra cash, and they'll tell you like, yeah, my sister, my friend Becky, or whatever, and then you can also add them as a friend and get them to do a host a post too. So basically, I just tell them, oh, no problem, I'll just need you to put up a post for me, and what's Becky's last name? I'm gonna go ahead and add her so that I can get her entered, and then I'll just message them the exact same message, but I'll pretty much be like, hey, your friend said that you wanted to enter too. This is what you do. All right, so we're gonna go on the three lines on menu on Facebook, go to most recent, and you're gonna see your most recent timeline. These are people that are currently active on Facebook. They've just posted within the last 5 minutes. Obviously, if you keep scrolling, the minutes will go down further. But you're literally just gonna go to every single person, whether you talk to them or not. Sometimes it gets scary, but let's just do it. If you've talked to them like yesterday and asked them to do it, I would skip it. But if you haven't, you're just gonna send them the message that I just put in the chat. And I'm going to put a timer on. We're going to do this for 10 minutes or 15 messages, whichever comes first. So if you get through really fast, just hold out, and then when we're finished, we will move on. Turn some music back on, turn the timer on, and we're good to go. While I'm going through this, guys, if I notice that I've messaged somebody to do a host to post for me 3 times or more, or we've talked about a product 3 times or more, if I have a big long thread where they're not responding to me, then I'm just going to go ahead and unfriend them at the same time and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. beautiful name it is, the name of Jesus Christ. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. He didn't want heaven without us. Jesus, you brought heaven down. My sin was great till I was greater. Oh, I see now. What a wonderful name. What a wonderful name. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. That put my heart into the fire. Silence the most I've seen man break. The heavens are roaring, praise of you, Lord. For you are great, you are again. You have no rival, you have no equal. Now and forever, God, you reign. Yours is the kingdom, yours is the glory, yours is the name above all names. What powerful name it is! What powerful name it is! The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a powerful name it is! And we're not responding to anyone right now. The way we do this most efficiently is messaging as many as possible, and then we'll go back and respond later. Trust me, they won't die if they do not get a response the second that they message you. I'm starting to get responses back, so I want to make sure I told you that. Hey guys, we have a few minutes left. We're just sending out messages on our most recent snooze feed for people to put up a host to post for us. We have about a minute left, and then we're going to go on to the next thing. If you are just joining and you haven't put up a post yet about the $300 cash giveaway, I would go do that so that that can be working while we're working. So the one I just did was tell me your favorite color to be entered into this week's $300 cash giveaway. All right. So we are on Facebook right now. We got our giveaway post up. We sent out some messages for HAP for people to get some posts up for us. We're not going to respond yet because hopefully you guys sent out at least 10 or more. So now we're going to take 10 minutes and we're going to interact. So we're going to go the exact same way as before. If you were not on here, you're going to go to your Facebook homepage, and at the very bottom, you'll see 3 lines. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Nope, that's right. You hit 3 lines and it'll take you to a menu. You guys probably can't see it. Yep. There will be a tab that says most recent. If you don't see it, scroll all the way down to where it says see more, and then it'll pop up there for you. So we're gonna go to our most recent, and this is very much like Greenlight messaging. So these are the most active people recently on Facebook. Doing it this way instead of doing it through Messenger, there's like no lag and it goes a lot faster, so you can get a bunch of messages out really quickly. So we're just gonna go down the timeline here. What are you doing? All right, hold on one second, guys. All right, love you. I gotta work, okay? Okay, what are you doing? I'm working.
I'm okay, buddy.
All right, okay, come on. I love you.
Come on, buddy.
All right, say bye. All right, go on. All right, so if we go through by sending messages through most recent, instead of Greenlight, there's no lag, it goes a lot faster. And this is the way I like to interact as well. So we're just gonna go down, and every single person that posts anything, just gonna look at their picture, try to find a compliment if we can think of one. Cute shirt, that food looks yummy, where'd you get it? I'm so hungry, happy birthday, whatever is appropriate with their post. If you notice anybody as you're scrolling through that seems really negative or bashing something, or just, you know, not positive vibes coming from their page, I go ahead and I unfriend them. So at the top of their post, you can just hit the 3 dots right there and you can go to their page and unfriend them. So we're going to take 10 minutes really quick and we're going to interact. And by interacting, we don't want to use just the like reaction. We want to use the love, the laughing, what else is there? The care, the sad, the angry, the wow, whatever. So we're going to spend 10 minutes of interacting on people's posts and try to comment on as many as you can. Like I said, it can be just something as simple as cute, looks cute, whatever. We're going to do 10 minutes of that and then we'll move on. You are the word of the beginning. One with God, the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you are Christ. What a beautiful name! What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. You didn't want heaven without us. Jesus, you brought heaven down. My sin was great, your love was greater. Oh, I could separate us now. What a wonderful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. That when my heart feels on fire, silence the ghost of sin and rain. The heavens are roaring, praise of your glory. For you are raised to life again. You have no rival, you have no equal. Now and forever, God, you reign. Yours is the kingdom, yours is the glory, yours is the name above all names. What a powerful name it is. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ. What a powerful name it is. Have about a minute left, guys, of just interacting.
Walking around these walls, You have never failed me yet. Waiting for change to come. All in the you have never failed me.
All right. So you should have some messages coming back, hopefully, from the people that we messaged a little while ago about putting up a post. So for the ones that you messaged that said, like, hope you're doing well, do you want to enter my giveaway, whatever, you're going to respond to them and just say, like, awesome, all I need for you to do is throw up a post on your wall that I give you, something like that, and then just say, is that cool? And they're going to respond. And then also, we're going to check back on our post that you guys put up. So the favorite color one about the $300 giveaway. So we're going to check the post and see if we got any comments. I have some. Hopefully you guys have a few. So we're going to go ahead and message anybody that commented on that post as well. I'm going to send in here what I will message the ones on the post. So for people you directly message, just be like, hey, cool, can you put up a post for me? For people that commented, we're going to send this. So I'll give you a couple minutes to respond or message anybody that commented on your page. Also, just for boosting your algorithm, whenever people do comment, just go to their individual comments and like or love them, and it will boost your post up over and over, so you'll get more comments on it. So I'm not going to put on a timer, just give you guys a couple minutes to go through and message people. I have a lot, so I'm not going to get through all mine right now, but I'll give you guys a few minutes. And then as they start responding, I always do the TFX host a post. You can do TFX, cleanse, hair, skin, and nails, whatever works for you. If you don't have the TFX one, or you don't have any at all, would you just put it in the chat and then I can type it for you? Otherwise, I'm not going to type it out. I'm pretty sure that everybody uses that one. But gonna send out a few. And when you're done, if you guys get done messaging everyone back, if you just want to comment done or unmute yourself or whatever, so I know that you guys are ready to go on.
Promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. Still in your hands. This is my confidence. Never fail me yet. I know the light won't lie. The word will come to pass. My heart will sing
And so also for posts that I give them, I try to do 2 to 3 giveaway posts a week because that brings more people into my network, and it's also more people are apt to share it because it's not really about a product or anything. So the one I've been using that's working really well, and also I use Facebook font changer. You can just Google it, or you can do an app or whatever. So anytime I put dollar signs or money in my post, I make sure to change the font so that Facebook doesn't detect it and block it. But the post that I've been using for my giveaway post is working really well. And it's just my friend Crystal will be doing a drawing for $300 on Saturday. Drop the time that you see this post to be entered. And then I put thank you, Crystal, for doing this. But just change a few of the words and change the font so that everybody isn't using the exact same post. Obviously, your names are different, so that one's easy, but definitely for dollar signs. And I just have them copy and paste it. And then everybody that comments on that, yeah, everyone that comments on that, I give them TFX or whatever your go-to is. TFX is the only one I do, but a lot of people have really good luck with coffee, cleanse, hair, skin, nails, whatever. So since I just started hosted posting for the day, I'm going to get a few of those out before I do any product ones. And after I send them the post, I also just send like a copy and pasted thing every time. And I just say, because some people just don't understand, but I put just copy and paste that with the like fingers up emoji. And I say, put it in a colored background if it will fit, because that's going to help our algorithm. And I say, don't tag me, just let me know when it's up. So I try to make it as simple as possible because some people still get confused, but those people will probably still get confused when it's simple anyway. All right, 10 minutes left. So we're gonna switch over to Instagram. If you still have people to follow up with, it's okay. You can get those when we get done. I don't use Instagram that much for it works, and I'm working on that, getting my algorithm on there better. So if you guys have a word swag over any of those types of apps where you can put words on a picture, I would do a post like this. I did it today and it's really doing good and it's boosting algorithm. Hopefully you guys can see it. You can't see. All right. So it's just a white background with words, okay? And I put having a debate, does syrup go in the pantry or the fridge, okay? So you can use that. You can use something different. I saw somebody else use peanut butter. I've seen a bunch of different things like that, okay? But this is going to get a lot of interaction. I have like 15 comments, I think. A lot of interaction on your post on Instagram, which is going to boost your algorithm on there. You don't have to do that right now, but I would definitely do it soon. And what we're going to do for the next 10 minutes is we're just going to interact again. You can even go through stories if you like. I notice stories seem to see the same people all the time. So what I do on Instagram is you click your little face at the bottom right. And then you're going to go to following at the top. You're going to click on following, so it'll bring up your following list. And then you'll see this little option that says sort by default, and there's arrows beside it. Click those and do date followed earliest, okay? This is going to reorder your friends list from your friends that you've known forever, probably from high school or whatever, to brand new people. So in the beginning, it's going to show me all people I know, family, friends, whatever. I'm probably not going to message them. So I'm going to just give it a really good quick scroll and start wherever it stops me. And then I'm going to interact this way so that I'm not missing anyone. So I'm going to go click on the first person I find. I'm going to go to their their last maybe 3 to 5 posts and like them all with just a heart. Again, we're on Instagram. And then I'm just going to pick one of those 5 and I'm going to comment it on it. So this girl is on the beach or something. I'm going to say, your swimsuit is so cute. And this is going to boost their algorithm with you on Instagram. So then when you start consistently posting, they're going to see your stuff. And then I'm just going to go to the next one. Also, this is a good way if you go from earliest to latest to know if somebody is not active on Facebook or Instagram anymore. So if you're doing this and you notice they haven't posted in 3 months, a year, whatever, go ahead and unfollow them because they're obviously not using their page anymore. All right, so we'll just finish this power hour out doing that. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat and I will help you out.
You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me.
Also, when I'm interacting, guys, which I can do this on the next power hour, if I see someone that like looks really appealing to me, like she has a lot of, this girl has a lot of followers, she's really pretty, which prettiness doesn't matter, but she's just really pretty, she takes good pictures, she seems to be really active, and she also has like the white border around her pictures, so I know she knows what she's doing. If I see people like that, I write them down in my notebook. And what I used to do this and I'm getting back to it. I will go to these people every single day for 3 to 7 days and I will love on all their posts, view all their stories, maybe get in a conversation not business related with them. And then at the end of the week or whenever I feel the time is right, no longer than 7 days. Sometimes I do this within a day. I'll be like, hey girl, I just have to ask, have you ever thought about doing what I do? Because I've been checking out your page for a week now and you would be incredible at it. And just get the conversation started. because although most people won't sign up on the spot with you after that, it's going to make them go look at your page. It's going to make them interested, and the curiosity is there. And eventually, if it's something for them, they'll probably sign up. I have a lot of people from follow-ups that way. And you can also turn on their post notifications and stuff like that. There's just only so many that you can have on at a time. And I like to have a lot more than 10 people on my potentials list. Because it always worked for me. Okay, does anybody have any questions or anything they want to throw in before we hop off? Give y'all a minute if you want to type something, or I don't know if you guys can unmute yourselves. Nope. So if you have anything, just throw it in the chat real quick. If not, we are done for today. Nobody? No, there's just... Yeah. Newbies are hard, but that's why we're trying to spread this out a little bit so that they have different opportunities. Because I know when I worked, the 12 o'clock ones worked really well for me because I could do them on my lunch break. So we're trying to get a couple of different ones all over the place, but just make sure you're sharing it with them. You can't one tit for people, unfortunately. If they don't take the effort and initiative to get on, then there's not much you can do. You can keep trying, but they have to do it for themselves. So just keep sharing things with them, or maybe give them some positive feedback that you hear from trainings that you're on. Just kind of let them know that you're missing out, that they're missing out, or what they're missing out, or just, tell them what you've learned. So teach them, and then maybe that'll get them interested. Let me unmute you. Okay, I don't know what your name is, but Galaxy Tab. I don't know how to find more people on Facebook. So I'm going to unmute you so you can ask your question because I don't know what you mean. I tried to unmute you. It should pop up and tell you. There you go. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, so what's your question?
Whenever you were doing the 3 dots on Facebook, you said to go to the 3 dots. I got disconnected and lost you.
That's okay. So you mean like for when we were messaging? Let me
Yes.
hold on. All right. So at the very bottom on your Facebook, you have, let me see if it'll show. It's kind of glared sometimes. All right. There's 3 lines down here. You're going to hit that. And then it's going to pop up this menu here.
Okay.
Hit most recent. And this is all of the people that have been most recently active on Facebook. I think the 3 dots part that I was talking about, I think, was just if you notice that there's somebody that's like really negative, or you're okay. My kids aren't screaming for once, but it's okay. So what I was saying is you can just click on them from there and then go to the 3 dots on their page. Like say this girl was really negative and I didn't like what she was talking about or something. Just let me see if I can show you all the way. Brittany. I'm gonna click on her profile, and then if you scroll down just a little bit, there's 3 dots there, and you can unfriend them. So that was the 3 dots I was talking about there.
Okay. I got it.
just use that most recent for messaging perhaps, and for interacting, because those people are the most active.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Anything else, anybody? If not, I'm gonna hop off. Sorry, Sarah, you just jumped on.
Sorry.
I did record it, so you can play it back. All right, y'all. Well, I will see you next time.
Bye.